You're listening to the Beach Hammer Podcast, a podcast about two friends / YouTube content creators, or as Martin Scorsese would rather say, filmmakers. We are your hosts, Derek and Gonz. Thanks for joining us on this friendly talk about friends. Derek, how are you, my friend?
Feeling friendly.
Good. I'm also feeling friendly, but not too friendly.
So what do you mean Martin Scorsese would call us filmmakers?
Filmmakers? So basically he said back in February, but it's still February right now.
Back in February.
So it's still February.
So yesterday?
Yeah, no, a couple of weeks ago. He said that basically the term content is destroying what is known as film, because you could call film content, you can call like a 5-second video of a cat content, you could call commercial content, basically anything content. So he wants to separate those things. I feel like we've done them all.
So he's upset that if somebody filming a cat climbing a tree and him making a movie, he doesn't like him being compared to that?
No, I guess not.
Talk about uptight.
Yeah. Yeah. We all know how he feels about the Marvel movies.
Yeah, he does not like them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can't. They're fucking great. But I get it.
Also,
I get it.
The highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah. But he is an amazing filmmaker, and he's broke a lot of ground.
Yes, he's really good. But did you see The Irishman or whatever? Irishman?
Yeah, I did.
It was 3 hours of... Why is this 3 hours?
I agree.
Like, it was decent. Like, it wasn't terrible or anything. I do think that Robert De Niro supposing to look younger, mm-hmm. and then he's, like, stomping on somebody.
Yeah.
He looked like an old man stomping on somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, the movie was good. I just didn't think that it needed to be 3 hours.
No, I watched it. I thought it was okay. A lot of people like that are older than me were like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good movie." I'm like, "Yeah, I wasn't fucking alive back then, so I don't know who the fuck Jimmy Hoffa is or what his big deal was. Like, I just don't care enough. I don't care about that dude enough because I wasn't around and it didn't affect me." And
also, I mean, we've all seen, Godfather and Goodfellas.
Right.
Like, it's all been done before.
Yes.
So, like, I get it.
Yeah.
Did we need another one that's 3 hours long? I don't know.
No, about some dude that we don't even care about because we weren't alive then, right? It was back in the 60s. I don't know. Either way,
I don't know.
It didn't interest me.
De Niro stomping on that guy like an old man
when
he's supposed to be in like his 20s or 30s or something.
Yeah.
I think, couldn't they have gotten somebody else to be doing that?
Yeah, like a body double or something?
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
Somebody younger who doesn't look like he's a grandpa stepping on somebody?
Probably would have caused the movie more to do that, the budget. Like, hey, we already have an actor, so just get him to do it. He could stomp.
Stomp it like it's hot.
Stomping. So, speaking of Martin Scorsese, Mr. Scorsese not liking content creators, because that's exactly what we are.
We have created multiple videos that are 5 minutes or 30 seconds or 17 minutes.
Yeah.
It varies quite drastically on some videos. I think our shortest one is like 31 seconds.
Is that the promo?
Yeah, that's one of our promos. And then one of our longest ones is like 17 and a half minutes.
Yeah. So basically, how it works with our content creating or filmmaking for one of them, because one of them was actually like a feature, even though it was only 17 minutes long. Derek and I go to work on different roles. He's the main talent, right? Of course.
Yeah, I would say I fit better in the acting realm than behind the camera. I would say you are better behind the camera.
I'm the one behind the camera and mostly doing like the editing.
We obviously both take turns on each end of it, though.
Yeah, like when you're in front of the camera, obviously I'm directing you. When I'm in front of the camera, you're directing me. When we have people in front of the camera, we kind of like both direct.
Yeah,
So
I would say it's definitely not one person or the other. It's kind of like
No one gets left behind.
I don't know how pleased everybody is that there's 2 directors when they have to work with us, but
No, that's good though.
but I don't think either of us really step on each other's toes.
No, usually we're on the same page with a lot of shit.
Yeah, I think you're more about what the people are doing action-wise.
Yes.
And I'm more about what they're saying.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more important to dialogue is a lot more important to me, and what you see people doing is a lot more important to you.
Right, yeah. Writing up any stories too is usually you and I, throwing shit around and together.
If we're writing, I would definitely say it's like a 55-45. Maybe you do a little more writing. You're actually the one who's writing it out.
Screenplay, yeah.
Yeah.
Type.
But
you don't need 2 people to write interior, Derek's room,
yeah.
day.
But I would say we're definitely like a 50-50 on that. Like,
yeah, definitely on the story, for sure.
You might do more of the actual typing and writing or whatever.
Yeah,
but
the physicalness.
But what comes out, it's definitely both of us.
Yeah.
Your stories would be drastically different if I wasn't a part of it, and my stories would be drastically different if you weren't a part of it. I think that makes it really good because...
Aw, Derek!
I think that makes it good.
No, for sure.
Because some of your ideas and some of my ideas are not very good when we start.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to say, that's not funny.
True.
And vice versa.
True. If something's not good and you kind of question it, it's really nice to have someone around to be like, hey, yeah, that's kind of bad or that's trash. When you're writing, I feel like that's the answer that I'm, looking for instead of, yeah, that's good, dude. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, you definitely don't want a yes man.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then people don't
even though we do give it the green light to a lot of shit on like the first wave or the first draft. It's like, yeah, go ahead, yeah. Well,
let's
earlier
play
days for sure. In our earlier days,
well, it's like let's play it out.
Yeah,
we'll change it if we find of something better, which has happened several times.
Right. Because most of it's improv too, so whatever comes out is gonna be what's caught on film, and that's what makes the cut.
As far as the filming goes, it's more improv-esque. And as far as the writing goes, it's completely opposite of improv. You don't use yes and. Right. Like, that's the number 1 rule of improv, yes and. If you were doing that during writing, there's nobody saying no to anything. And what does that mean? You're just going to have a bunch of first thoughts come and be the story? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as filming goes, though, when you're in the scene, then, improv, yes, we've come a long way. Like, we do now write, but we still have improv even when we're filming it.
Oh, absolutely. I think we leave, like, blank spaces in the script for improv.
Yeah.
Like, we want that.
For me, a lot of the dialogue, I have to think about it before we actually film it.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise... Like, you need at least a outline of what you're going to say in it. Otherwise, you have no idea what's going to be filmed.
True.
And then that gives you a little more freedom to do improv. Because you're like, okay, here's the ideas that we want to get across in this scene. Make it your own.
Yeah.
Even when it's you, me, or we're filming other people. Like, here's what we have written. Make it your own, though.
True. And that's basically what gave birth to Good Drinks.
Good Drinks
Good Drinks with Drew Phillips. Mondays at 3:40 a.m.
Good Drinks started off a little different. When we first started doing Good Drinks, I think we had maybe some of the ideas written, and that was it. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, what am I really saying here? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like, it was a little more like Expired Food.
Yeah.
Because that was like the next thing we did after Expired Food.
Yeah, food themes.
So it was like, okay, here's an idea we wrote down. Here's another idea. It was basically like outline.
True.
There was no dialogue really written.
Just add a bottle of whiskey and just thoughts.
Yeah, here's a bottle of whiskey. What are we going to make this drink with? That's what it was. What are we going to make this drink out of?
To this day, I wonder if anyone has ever made any of our drinks. Probably not, because they probably would have died.
If well,
Eggshell and eggs was in the first one.
the basic whiskey trap. I definitely would say you don't want to be digesting eggshells.
Nope.
Or very big pieces of onion. It's going to be pretty hard to swallow.
Fine slices of onion.
Yeah, fine slices of onion.
Which I really like that, how it just turned out to be bigger pieces of onion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you just jam it in there.
Yeah, with a knife.
Yeah. Where did we come up with the name Drew Phillips?
Drew Phillips, I think, was just a... Well, let's get honest. Good Drinks is always filmed drunk.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
Or starting off sober, ending drunk.
Yes. Being drunk is like the cornerstone of Good Drinks. Like, it is paramount that we are drunk when we film it.
I would say expired food is more important to be wasted when filming, but
yeah.
But Good Drinks, yeah. I can't say that we actually drink our own drinks that we've made, but we do end up taking whatever hard alcohol we've had and making, like, I don't know, whiskey and Coke.
Yeah, regular drinks.
Yeah.
Not good drinks, regular drinks.
Yeah, off camera it's like, let's drink some whiskey and Cokes.
Yeah.
But we obviously do end up drinking, and then it turns into a little more animated.
People start to bleed.
Yeah.
Or just toss cigarettes.
People get accidentally cut on their hand and then whine about it.
Yeah, our friend Alan, that's what happened.
Well, the thing is I used a really dull blade.
Yeah. This was for the Mary's Graveyard Grass.
Yeah, this was Mary's Graveyard
Grass.
Which
came out in what year? 2019 or 18?
Yeah, it was October 19.
Okay. That episode was
October
crazy.
2019. Yeah, that you could literally see different scenes where I'm more drunk than
oh
I'm
my
not.
gosh, absolutely.
And the scene where Alan gets cut, you can't even see actual blood.
By the way, a lot of people have said that Alan and I look alike, like we could be twins. I can't even tell you guys how many times I heard this fucking shit, but
yeah, or cousins, or brothers,
yep.
Or
everyone
are you
calls
Alan?
Me, exactly. Everyone's like, "Hey, Al," not Al.
Yeah.
Oh, Alan, but
Alan's been in a few of our videos.
Yeah.
He did end up getting his hand cut, though. I guess that's why you don't film with a real knife when you're drunk.
Touche. And it's funny though, because in the video it looks like we're pouring fake blood into the drink.
Oh no,
that's real blood.
I don't even know if you could even see blood in the video, but
you just see like redness in the cup, but you'll like that is real blood for sure.
It was supposed to be a capsule.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. We didn't need it.
No,
save money. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah. But Good Drinks started off pretty. I don't know. I still think the first video is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The first Good Drinks had the most natural jokes in it. The eggshell, the onion.
Yeah.
But that was very loosely written.
It was improv, if anything.
Yeah, most of it was improv. We had a couple of ideas that were written out.
But when it all came together, we were just like, this is so silly and ridiculous, and we're just laughing our asses off. We decided to put it up on YouTube and turn it into a web series.
Yeah.
Which actually has brought us to travel with this web series, to different places, out of state too, and make different episodes with it.
Well, we also came up with the idea of doing random short promos for Good Drinks. Mm-hmm. Which have nothing to do with Good Drinks.
Absolutely nothing. Which is
all
awesome.
it is "Can you make me a drink?" is in it.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much the gist of how it even correlates to Good Drinks.
There's 3 lines in all the promos. Hey, can you make me a drink? Okay,
that's it.
Wait, here you go.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah,
4 lines.
Yeah.
4 lines.
Yeah.
But with the promo, I really liked was it First Class, the one we went to out to the lake or a park?
Yeah, First Glass.
Yeah, First Glass.
First Glass was when we went to one of the forest preserves and hit up a lake and then brought a yoga mat.
Which originally was supposed to be filmed at a beach. We actually drove around
for
all
how
day.
long?
It was 5 hours. We drove.
I would say it was at least 3 hours. Maybe actually, it was probably closer to 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. We drove around for hours.
We drove
looking
north
for
of
a
the city of
beach.
Chicago looking for a beach.
Turns out, they were all really populated with people.
Yeah, who would have thought on a Friday too?
Yeah.
Beaches get crowded, which is funny. But then we ended up
On a nice summer day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a beautiful summer day. Like holy shit.
Yeah, we ended up not finding a beach and instead had to go to a forest preserve that had water.
Yeah, which always happens at any shooting. You know, things aren't always going to go the way you want them to, but you have to deal and adapt, and makes the experience way better.
And First Glass was actually our last promo we did, and that was the most written out we had. Like that was the most scripted thing we had. But we did still improv doing the martial arts, pretend martial arts.
Oh, the shadow boxing.
The shadow boxing.
I love that.
The martial
so
arts
cool.
on the dock.
Yeah,
I love that. I love the lighting in that. How it is.
it's
dusk.
just like the silhouette.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that lighting came out really well.
Yeah.
You thought VHS tapes were obsolete, but we have created a new VCR, so you can play all the tapes you have been hanging onto for years. Introducing the new Bluetooth VCR. VCR. Just make sure the VHS tape is already inside the high-tech upgraded VCR. VCR. How many of us still have VHS tapes we couldn't part with? Now you don't have to. VCR.
Good Drink's really cool because I like the fact that we had to go to different places for it. Bachelor's Grove out in Illinois.
For Mary's Graveyard Grass?
Yeah, which is one of the most haunted places in Illinois, or even
I think it's supposed to be the most haunted in Illinois.
And it was crazy because, like, it wasn't that busy when we
If you live in southern suburbs of Illinois, you know exactly where and what Bachelor's Grove is.
Yeah. What was the name of the little girl? Is that on
the daughter?
Tombstone? The daughter?
The daughter, the mother.
Yeah, the mother.
Yeah.
Originally,
people still drop things at that grave. They still leave like knickknacks of like kids' toys there.
Originally, we thought that area was going to look a little more creepy.
It was so.
But we got there, it was so
well kept.
Yeah, maintained
like,
and everything.
The grass was cut perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is insane. Across the street has worse grass.
Yeah,
and that's actually how it ends. Is we're not even in the graveyard.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's part of the the joke.
Part of the joke, but still, like the grass in there was so well kept. Like it looked like they cut the grass yesterday.
Is that open to the public?
Mm-hmm.
It is? Okay, because it didn't used to be, right?
I think it used to have a no trespassing sign.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to where, like, I think it was you could always go during the day, but after
True, yeah.
after dusk,
yeah,
nobody was allowed in there.
Yep.
Which made
We've
sense.
been there after dusk.
Yeah, and I actually got stopped by the police walking out of there one night.
Really?
And they're like,
"What are you doing? What do you think?"
They're like, "Where are you coming from?" And I was like,
"What do you think?"
I'm just walking, and they're like, I think it was me and a couple other people, and he goes, "Oh, are you coming from the graveyard?" And I was like, "No, I was just walking."
What if you said, "I'm from the graveyard," and then you just disappear?
And he's like, "Where'd you park?" I was like, "Oh, I don't have a car with me." And he goes, "Either you're the so and so car or you're the green station wagon." And I was like, "No, those aren't my cars. I was the green station wagon for sure."
Yeah.
And then he got a call and had to leave. He got a call on
Damn.
Yeah. And he's
You
like,
lucked out.
he's like, "Okay, well, get out of here."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Well, we can't go pick up my car right now."
Yeah.
Because he will see us if he
He's
doesn't.
got eyes.
If he didn't actually go on a call and he's trying to catch us,
Right.
he's gonna catch us.
Yeah.
So then we walked, and I don't remember how that story ends, but didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Do you ever dress up and still feel underdressed? Do you worry about your shoelaces not being tied? Well, worry no more. Be the classiest confident confidant. Shoe ties are here to put style into your wardrobe. Now available in 2 colors. Patent pending.
But we also went out to Nashville with Good Drinks, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, we that was the Chapel of Combustion. That was
Which, by the way, is nothing but boots and country music.
That was September 2019.
2019, yeah. Funny thing about that episode is, like, literally everything that you see happening explodes. You know, it's like mostly everything was like, I think everything was just one take. We don't have a lot of outtakes from that because everything just happened. You open something, explodes.
Not until the very end when we came back and I was drunk. And you're like, Derek, I need you to redo that. And then it was like, Derek, I need you to redo that. Derek, redo it again. Yeah. Redo it.
Yeah. Okay.
The shot.
We do have outtakes of something.
The shot, right. This is it.
Yeah.
In the end of the video, got reshot so many times. Mm-hmm. So many times.
True. We have more outtakes of the short that we threw in there than of the actual Good Drinks episode.
The Good Drinks promos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're talking about the short with, the driving?
Yes.
Okay.
Time for a drive or whatever. Yeah. We have more outtakes on that than we do of Good Drinks, which is hilarious. And then we also went out to Upper Peninsula, Wisconsin. This was back in 2020. Thank God we're out of that year.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
For the Coleman Isolator.
Coleman Isolator.
That was also September, but of 20. That was a year later.
Yeah. That episode was also kind of themed because it was during quarantine. And the Coleman Isolator, we thought, like, hey, let's make a drink where it makes people want to distance themselves from other people.
Because that's obviously what was happening.
Right.
Nobody wanted to be around anybody.
Exactly.
Even the campsite was fairly desolate.
It was.
There were still people.
Yeah.
But which I'm kind of surprised that there were so many people while COVID was going on.
True. That's because, like, they said that camping was one of the safer things you could do.
Well, they even, like, had, like, oh, hey.
Also, that area is pretty, you know, it's a lot of tourists.
Super nice.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah, you just with COVID going on, blah, blah, blah. And there's all these, like, rules and regulations with COVID. But there were way more people there than I thought there were going to be.
Yeah, me too. Was not expecting pretty much a full campsite at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also really nice for the catcalling.
Oh my gosh.
Because if that were fully populated, I don't think we would be able to get the catcalling done.
Okay, well, we have some outtakes on that, so I don't want to spoil anything, but...
Definite outtakes on the catcalling. But the Coleman Isolator, I thought came out pretty well.
It did. And it's funny, though, because we actually went out to an island...
Which is...
off the coast to film some shit.
The Horseshoe? Is that what it was called?
The Horseshoe Island, yeah. Where we filmed some of the scenes with Bob Binford, which, by the way, Bob Binford, that name comes from Home Improvement. Because Binford...
Yeah, you know? Binford Tools.
And then the first episode, I think I was wearing, like, a flannel shirt and a vest, like a denim vest. So I'm like, okay, Bobby Binford, you know. But we went out to the Horseshoe Island to film some scenes. And we were there for, like, 3 hours.
Wait, time out. Isn't Good Drinks... Isn't that the first one we did? You were Bob Binford?
Yeah.
And you kept that name the whole way?
Yeah.
And Drew Phillips is what I kept, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Phillips came from Phillips Screwdriver or something. I don't know.
I don't even remember how we landed on the names.
Yeah. But we were filming at the Horseshoe Island, and we were there, you know, it was...
Which, that island was pretty cool, but, like...
It was awesome.
The shoreline sucked.
Yes. Nothing but huge boulders of, like, limestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, to get onto the actual island...
Yeah.
It was, like... it was super difficult.
Right. Yeah, it was...
Walking through water that is... It was almost like if you watch Terminator... and all the skulls on the ground.
Exactly.
All the skulls
yes.
It was like that in water.
Yeah, true. No, for sure. But where I'm getting at is we were filming there for like 3 hours or something, right? No interruption. No one was there.
Oh, yeah. We walked around the whole time. There was nobody on the island. We filmed in multiple locations on the island. Nobody was there.
Bob is in a wig with long hair and a beard because he's supposed to be isolated, right? He's been isolated for so long that he's just Tom Hanks in Castaway, you know? but crazy because he's been surviving on shrooms and cold.
Yeah. Also, if you guys didn't pick up on it, he obviously ate psychedelic mushrooms.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty obvious, but
Bios attacking the sky. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in full makeup. By makeup, I mean wig and, beard and charcoal toothpaste all over my fucking mouth because that's what we use, but you can't really see because, VHS quality. But out of nowhere, this man comes walking, and I turn to him and he looks at us and we're like, oh, we're just filming for our YouTube channel.
Do you remember what he said?
He's like, yeah, looking forward to it.
No. Do you remember what he said when he walked up?
No.
It caught me so off guard because I was like, holy shit, somebody's on this island.
Yeah.
But he walks up and he goes, oh, you guys been here a long time?
I didn't hear that.
And I didn't know what he meant by that.
Yeah.
And then I looked at you and you got long hair and a beard.
He got it.
And
Okay.
I was like, holy shit, that was so on point. This guy's funny.
Yeah. All I remember is, I think it was like, he walked in during the middle of the take.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember him saying, oh, I'm looking forward to it. And
I don't
then
even know
he
if it was
never asked us what our channel was.
Yeah.
He just kept walking. And it was like one of those things out of a movie, like, does this person really exist? Or was he just like a manifestation of
like,
our fucking imagination?
It's like somebody saying, I'm going to call you and never asking for your number.
Exactly.
He's like, oh, I'm looking forward to watching that video. And he never asked what the name was.
Yeah.
Or where he could find it.
Oh, man. Hopefully one day he'll find us. Are you tired of your job?
Yeah?
Sick of the same old boring routine?
Uh-huh.
Well, go fuck yourself.
Oh. This is Beach Hammer Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We are your hosts, Derek and Gonz. And now, for the continuation of Why an Ostrich Never Mates.
So, popping bottles, on to good drinks.
Pop bottles. So, good drinks, we touched base on that quite a lot. We also did another couple of videos, which isn't a full playlist, but we have two videos, which is Kyle and Kendra's.
Last Rites of the Paranormal.
We actually call it Kyle and Kendra's. It's actually Kendra and Kyle's.
Kendra and Kyle's.
Last Rites of the Paranormal,
Yes.
which is a spoof on all those ghost hunting shows.
Yeah, ghost hunter
the
shows.
Documentary ghost
Real
hunter
TV.
shows. Kind of our...
We actually submitted that episode to a film festival, and I've never checked my emails, but I'm pretty sure it didn't get anywhere. But it's pretty cool that we did that. Just a little,
Is that the newest one we did?
Yeah,
The
newest
17?
one.
Yeah.
Called Jerry.
Yeah. Kendra and Kyle's Last Rites of the Paranormal. And then the second one was called Just That and Jerry. Or no, the first one was The Lost Tape.
The Lost Tape, which is supposed to be...
We actually started off where it was their last video.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to do another video, so we just... Because it was the
Prequeled
Lost...
it.
It was the Lost Tape. We just did we could just prequel the idea we did.
The current one, yeah. Because you guys got decapitated, right? Or Kendra and Kyle got decapitated.
At the end of the story, I thought it'd be really funny if we killed them. And then we wanted to do another episode, and I was like, we killed them.
Dude, okay, let's talk about Kyle a little bit, because...
He loves Thai food.
He loves Thai food.
He's what was it? Calligrapher?
Calligrapher. Not only that, but his accents come in and out.
Okay.
And the chairs on the walls.
Okay, so in the first video, Christina decided she was gonna do an accent.
Christina plays Kendra.
And she decided out of nowhere she's gonna do an accent. That we didn't have a script. There was zero script.
For the first one.
We started drinking, and then we were like, okay, we could film something, and that's what came out. Mm-hmm. There was nothing written down. So
that's actually true, yeah.
So the drunker I got, the more I started to mock Christina's accent. And that's how I don't even know if I ever told you that.
I don't think so.
But that's how all the random accents started coming out.
So Christina was your, inspiration for Kyle creating an accent?
I guess.
Okay, that's funny. That's pretty meta.
I never told her that.
Yeah.
that I was mocking her
'Cause
accent.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I don't think I told anybody that.
That's pretty funny,
I was
though.
like, she's using an accent. She clearly is not British.
Yeah,
or
she's not
English.
British. She's American.
So yeah,
She's American. God damn it!
the drunker I got, the more I was like, I'm just gonna bounce in accents. And then when we finally did the second one,
The chair scene. Oh, the second one. Okay.
the second one, it became like you have to do random accents.
Yeah, we did that.
Like
in the recap.
your in fluctuation on vocals has to do something. So we actually played to that in the second video.
Yes, the voiceover recap.
Which the second video came out, I would say that was the most effort we put into scripting something.
So during the seance scene, which is the climax of the episode, because that's when everything happens.
Some people got too drunk and we had to film the next day. Or
Yeah,
it wasn't
well,
even the next day, was it?
It was the next day.
The next day?
It was the next
We
day.
couldn't get it all done in a day. And
We had to go back the next day, obviously, which is normal for any shoot. Like,
Yeah.
if you're, but
Christina decided to not bring what she wore.
it's big spaghetti sauce, right?
She ate pizza and dropped pizza on herself.
Oh, I thought it was mom's spaghetti.
No, it was the pizza she ordered. Well, after we were done filming, she apparently, I think that's what it was.
Well, at that time, we didn't have a wardrobe department. At that time, we didn't have wardrobe department, so
Still to this day, my favorite part is the upside down phone. That's the EMF.
oh
reader.
yeah, for sure. We're on a budget, man. That's our prop. We have to use that.
Or when I hit the beer off the railing while walking up the stairs. I do really love that, the end and the freeze frame of
You
me
smiling.
smiling.
Do you remember we added little dots?
Oh my
on
God.
Like the little decoration. Like there's a
That took
Halloween decoration.
so much time and editing.
Was that like in paint or something?
And it didn't come out.
Yeah.
That was like one of our first videos, and that was before I got into any part of the
Little
editing.
special effects right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I was like, Gonz, what I really want is their eyes to be glowing, and we spent all this time trying to get it to work, and it did, and then when we put it on YouTube, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or it was there for like
You could see
a
it.
split second.
If you know what you're looking for, you'll see it. But if you don't know, you won't see it. Basically. But it's funny, though, because we've come a long way since then.
Yeah.
You know, and the last video that we put out was actually Hammershals, right?
After
The most recent one.
After the good drinks was Hammershals, yeah.
Hammershals, which is going to be the first of many. And there's only 2 Hammershals in there. Obviously, Hammershal comes from commercials. And since we're Beach Hammer. Hammershals.
But yeah, that was a long running idea that we had doing commercials, fake commercials, and we finally put it on video. We've had that idea for a long time.
Yeah.
But Hammershals, I would say, probably expect more of those to happen.
For sure. Your guy, the My Shoes guy, or not, Shoe Ties.
Shoe ties.
Getting My Stain and Shoe Ties mixed
Yeah.
up. The Shoe Ties guy, all dressed up, right? But if you, if you notice, below the waist, the Shoe Ties guy's actually wearing pajama pants. Which is fucking hilarious. Because you're dressed up so well to the T from the waist up, and then in the waist bottom, you're just wearing like
Three-piece.
flannel pajama pants.
Three-piece. Ironically, it was just a two-piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to catch the bottom half on film. And
You see a sliver of it.
we go through like the first 2 shots, and Gonz goes, yeah, I can see the pajama pants in it. And I was like, ah, shit, really? And he's like, I think it's better that way.
That shirt that I'm wearing in the Shoe Ties episode is actually made from Pakistan. I think I told you this, but
Yeah.
that shirt is from a thrift store. And yeah, made from Pakistan. Summer Breeze. It's actually shaped like a muumuu shirt, which is pretty funny because you put it on and you feel like it should be longer than it is.
Everything I wore in my stain was from the thrift store. And what I did with that after is I threw it all away.
Well, fuck the wardrobe department.
The bummer is I kind of like the dress shirt. I was like, it fits decent, but I was like, I could use a nice light blue dress shirt, and then I had to smear mustard and, I don't know, pancake batter, whatever we ended up concocting in my stain.
Yeah, it was...
So I had to smear all that on it, and then I was like, I don't even want to wash this stuff. I'm just going to throw it away.
Have you been in a hurry but turned into Captain Fumblehands? Or maybe you were just eating like a slob? Well, I have a solution for you! My Stain! Just apply the simple solution to your shirt, pants, or any clothing you're wearing or planning to wear. Cut out those dry cleaning bills. Get My Stain today! My Stain!
So yeah, we do have a couple of ideas mostly written already. There are, I would say we have like 4 or 5 ideas that we've been working on for quite some time that we've written.
We're going to be doing more mockumentary type stuff that isn't Good Drinks, Expired Food, or Kendra and Kyle.
Yeah, we'll have new ideas that we haven't already done. We are in the line of humor, so most of our stuff will fall in humor, but we absolutely are going to try to move into something more serious.
We should do something like tragic.
The recipe for comedy is tragedy plus time.
All right.
Tragedy plus time equals comedy.
Where'd you see that?
I don't remember, but like think about it. If people like
if enough time passes, it becomes funny.
Take this for instance.
Oh gosh, no 9/11 jokes.
No, I'm gonna keep it a little lighter heart.
Right.
When I hit the deer, I was driving down a road going, 60 on a 55, woods area, singing a song, smoking a cigarette. Out of nowhere, I see a deer above the hood of my car because it had leapt over the side of my car and blew out my entire windshield. That's tragedy. It blew out my entire windshield. I had a mouth full of glass, eyes full of glass. Face had glass pieces in it. I was bleeding. Thought it was deer blood, but it was my blood.
Deer Blood sounds like the name of a punk band.
It does.
Deer Blood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Then the next day after this happens, you take me, you're like, dude, just go out because I know you're freaked out a little bit, but just go out. And you drive me down the same fucking road that I hit the deer on. Mind you, the deer ended up inside my car in my passenger seat. I pulled over and I was like, if this deer's in my car, I've seen Tommy Boy, this is going to end poorly. Sure enough, it was in my passenger seat. Then Gonz drives me down the same road.
Long story short, I traumatized you again.
Not even 24 hours later, drives me down the same road, and my hands are on top of the dashboard like, dude, be aware, be aware. Now it's funny. But
you're right.
Back then,
you're right.
That was so not funny.
I think I was just like, okay, Derek, and I just like turn up the music.
Yeah.
Sure, Derek.
I don't know. It was crazy because, like, how insane that was. I could have been dead.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
But by the way, we're going to be doing certain themes moving forward.
Yeah, each episode will pertain to a certain topic where we'll end up talking more and more about that topic. These first 2 are kind of give you a gist of what we do, who we are. But the next one is going to end up being about Marvel. A lot's going on with Marvel. With WandaVision, that'll be over by then, or at least paused for their half season or whatever they're doing. But we will be doing more so episode-based podcasts.
But yeah, we're going to be talking about, Marvel, horror films, sci-fi films, our own shit, of course, when we release stuff. And next one is going to be Marvel.
Yeah,
MCU.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Next one will be MCU. We're not necessarily going to get too deep into comic stuff, but the film-wise, we will be getting into that. Yes,
because we are, as Martin Scorsese would say, filmmakers.
We are.
Content creators.
Yeah.
filmmakers.
I'm very proud of that 31-second video we made.
Dude, me too. And you know what?
Can you make me a drink? 31 seconds, that's all it takes.
Like that.
Nailed it.
Well, I guess we're ready to wrap this up, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, this episode's been fully about us.
Yes.
So I don't think we have much more to talk about. We have like 14 videos out.
Yeah, 14 videos. Like our channel, subscribe. Really quick question though.
Do it even if you don't like us.
Yeah. Derek, don't you hate it when you open up a pudding cup and it's only filled like 2/3 of the way? Well, this has been Beach Hammer Podcast. Thank you for joining us.